Well, let's stay with the zama story and get you the latest now from Stilfontein in the northwest, where a total of 3 bodies have been retrieved from shaft 11 of the abandoned mine shaft today. This brings the total number of bodies that have been retrieved through a community rescue operation to 6. The latest body to be brought to the surface came with a letter from the zamas who claim that several people are ill underground. Newzroom Afrika's Refiloe Seboko joins us live now from Stilfontein. Refiloe, good afternoon to you. The understanding is that yet another body may have been brought to the surface in the last few minutes. Are you able to confirm that for us?
Indeed, Xoli, together with our viewers, just before you came and started this interview, we are getting a confirmation that the 4th body today has been retrieved and brought to the surface. But I'll let one of the community leaders who has been part of this process and also communicating with those that are closer to the shaft to give us the latest in terms of the information that you are receiving. Tembile Botman, thank you so much and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Reports that the 4th body today has been retrieved.
Yes, thank you for having us. The 4th body has been retrieved now. If you remember, yesterday it was 2 and the previous one, so we're counting 7 now. So today it's the 4th one. We don't know whether there's other ones, but if you remember, there was a letter that said we have 6 bodies. So I think we have arrived at the number that they said from underground. But the latest letter mentioned that we need to assist those who are critically ill because they may, lose their lives if we are not speeding up the process of rescue.
And when is that process of rescuing, assisting those that are critically ill going to, begin? Because we are seeing now bodies being retrieved.
For now, remember the minister said we must use all these types of rescue. If you remember, he mentioned about 3 of them, and the rope was one of them. Hence, we went back to the shaft, and we've assisted resuscitating bodies now. And we are still waiting for the professionals, for the trained rescuers to bring their, cages that will assist many people. So in the meantime, as we are waiting, we are continuing to use the system of a rope.
And as you are continuing to use this system of a rope, also in a way communicating with those that are said that are underground, sending letters amongst others, are you not also communicating with them to say, as they are repping or assisting people to come to the ground, they must then take people who are said to be critically ill so that you can save lives?
In fact, that's come from them. They've written a letter that says, please, we want to assist people that are critically ill. The reason they requested us to remove the dead bodies first, it was because they were getting decomposed, they were smelling, it was too much for them. So they said, take out these ones, and today they requested that we must help those who are critically ill. Obviously, we will have challenges of a rope. Remember, these guys are saying if a rope has assisted dead bodies, you cannot use that rope for a person who's alive. So that is the only concern that we have. But it is our wish to continue, to assist those who are critically ill.
And I'm looking at the fact that, Tembile, this operation, seeing you guys starting it to take food underground, was precisely for those who are said to be critically ill, not having the energy or the strength to come on their own or being assisted through this method of a rope. And I'm trying to understand that as you are, shouldn't we now, you even as community leaders, looking into getting those that are said to be sick to come and communicate, because you are using a different method, even of letters, to say to them, because we are looking at saving lives as much as we want to even get bodies to the surface, but let's then also get people who are still alive to the surface.
Of course, we are in agreement, me and you and the people that are on surface. You see, when we get I'm not saying it's wrong to get dead bodies, but when I get somebody who's alive, it's a plus. We are saving lives. It's the meaning of what we are trying to do. And as we said earlier, they mentioned that the 6 bodies that are underground, if those bodies, we see they are being resurfaced, the people underground are still communicating what we want to hear, to say, let's assist those who are critically ill. So because they just finished the 6th one, I am sure that the people that needs to be assisted urgently so, it's the people that are still alive. And we ask government again, as this system is a snail pace, there are systems of enhancing what we are doing must be in place, must be put in action. I mean, it's 6 days minister has left. The working committee has not met again. So if somebody can speak sense in the chairperson of the working committee to speed up the process of getting the rescuers to come and assist.
Thank you so much for your time. Tembile Botman, one of the community leaders here, clearly giving a confirmation that the 4th body has been retrieved. I guess you also saw the forensic pathologist services vehicle passing here. The letter that came yesterday indicated that there were 6 bodies. Yesterday 2 were retrieved, 4 were retrieved today, which speaks to the number that was said of the bodies that are underground. But in total, 7 bodies have been retrieved since this operation that is led by community leaders to rescue those that are underground started. Remember that about 3 weeks back, it was stopped when just 1 body was retrieved. Then today is confirmation that 4 bodies have been retrieved.